Lilu, please remain calm. I suspect we are being pursued by a mysterious creature within this vehicle. Its icy gaze met mine and sent chills down my spine. Blimey! It's worse than a vampire! It's the cat! Where's Lilu, you fang-toothed devil? Back! Back, I say! All right, Lilu, it's that time again. Buckle up. Let's talk The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The Last Voyage of the Demeter is a classic monster movie featuring one of the most iconic horror characters of all time, Dracula, with a premise that can be summed up as vampire on a boat. Perhaps they should have leaned into that name like snakes on a plane. With that title, you pretty much know what you're going to get from this film. The movie takes inspiration from a chapter in Bram Stoker's Dracula and expands it into a 118-minute feature film. Dracula has been known for various interpretations throughout history, from suave gentlemen to sparkly teens, and even invading your breakfast with chocolatey goodness. Dracula is depicted in this film as a mix of Nosferatu and Golem with a wee splash of bat. This portrayal showcases him as an animalistic monster, devoid of any humanity, or as Colin Farrell's vampire is described in Fright Night remake.
He's a real monster, and he's not brooding or lovesick or noble. He's the fucking shark from Jaws. He kills, he feeds, and he doesn't stop until everybody around him is dead.
Just keeps coming at you with an insatiable appetite. In an era where quick flights are not an option, Dracula opts for a more unconventional method of transportation by shipping himself in a box aboard a boat to London. I've heard modern-day vampires prefer Amazon Prime, as it's only 2 days shipping. What a bargain! Of course, doing all that traveling makes anyone a tad bit hungry, which is why you can't forget the all-important trip snacks. You can't forget the trip snacks, Lilu. Lilu agrees she gets thirsty on her rides. You gotta stay hydrated while doing those movie reviews, but just water. Not blood, preferably. Dracula is no different, as he conveniently has a boat full of crew to really quench that thirst. The crew that is helping him get to London now finds themselves as the in-flight snack. Personally, I tend to get cheese balls or something like that instead. Although, there was that one time. Lilu, don't judge me. It was the 90s. I really like this new premise on the Dracula formula. The isolation of the ship is a terrifying place to be trapped in as you are hunted by a monster. Kind of like how I am trapped in the car with a vicious cat. What was that? Gatsby? Gatsby, is that you? Lilu, stay alert! The story is also told in a very effective way, with its deliberate, slow reveal of the monster, building tension and suspense reminiscent of Ridley Scott's Alien. Director Andre Overdahl displays confidence and patience crafting this film, allowing the audience to imagine the monster's appearance lurking in the shadows, which proves more terrifying than completely exposing him. One by one, the crew starts disappearing. What? Layla, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I thought you disappeared like the rest of the crew members. Do we have a crew on this ship? Wait, this is not even a ship. This is a car. Anyways, the crew starts disappearing, increasing the tension and anxiety in the characters, and in return, the audience as well. They don't know what is going on, but we do. The gradual unveiling of Dracula is supported by beautiful cinematography, which pairs nicely with the more restrained direction. The confined spaces and limited lighting of the ship create a very claustrophobic atmosphere, instilling a sense of impending doom for our unsuspecting crew. The production design adds to the authenticity and historical feel, while keeping its fantasy tone. The score is also quite good in this film, heightening the thrills and sense of dread. However, the film does have its flaws. The story's predictable narrative structure grows repetitive as scary events unfold exclusively at night, and the characters continually make poor choices, leading them to be isolated from their companions and becoming Dracula's late-night snack. Despite the repetitive nature of the story, the film does provide some enjoyable surprises, including its unabashed use of gore and the feeling that no character is safe, which I did really appreciate. If you are going to do Dracula, you go all in! Though the characters may lack depth, the cast delivers very solid performances, effectively immersing the audience in their despair. Corey Hawkins shines as the main protagonist, carrying the emotional weight of the film on his shoulders. Overall, the performances are very good and enjoyable all around. I was pleasantly surprised with this film. The production value, deliberate pacing, great direction, and strong performances in The Last Voyage of the Demeter elevates it above an average monster film. I'm happy to say this film deserves a green light. So hop aboard and set sail to this enjoyable horror film. Another review done. Chart a course for home, Lilu. Oh no, he's back! Holy sh... Well, Lilu, we just talked about a ship that is isolated and claustrophobic. I think the next movie needs to be Vampire in a Car. Just think about it, Lilu. You and me are in a car while reviewing movies with a dog. And instead of a vampire, it's a cat. Because, they're pretty much the same thing anyway. Give me that check, Hollywood. Seriously, you better not steal this idea from me, because it's brilliant.